Today's vlog day 835. 835 times I've given 0 craps. There are worse ways to wake up. Hello, dogs. Good morning. It's Monday morning in San Diego, sort of sunny San Diego. San Diego has this thing where it pretends to be cloudy until like 10 or 11 in the morning, and then it gets clear. Is that still the case?
Yeah, it's called the marine layer.
The marine layer will clear up soon, and then it'll be sunny San Diego. The dogs have been playing and fighting and sitting on my face and waking me up. Kevin made coffee and then went to work, so you saw his hands making an AeroPress. I don't know if I showed any other parts of Kevin. Apparently I need to show more man. I was gonna say more man parts on my vlog, but that does not sound right. So Zephyr is very excited to have me. Ducky is fairly indifferent, but he's happy that I'm here, and it's good to be around the doggos. Anyways, Karen and I are gonna go to a coffee shop here. She needs to get some work done, and then we will explore some of the wonders of San Diego and hopefully get some Mexican food. I know I'm really far away from the camera right now, but it's okay. We'll get awkwardly close here very soon. Don't worry. Right, Duppo? Just like Zephyr's awkwardly close. She's always awkwardly close. Are you always awkwardly close to the cameras and to faces? Also, did you sign it? This is the painting for the Chateau that Karen made for me. Oriented however we want, because it's abstract. Looks great. I froze. Can I hold that? These are what, so this is made with an alcohol ink?
Yeah.
An alcohol-based ink. And my sister, I don't know, how did you discover this? Because after you discovered this, you went crazy and you made a whole bunch of really cool paintings, like the one that's hanging behind you. How did you get into alcohol-based
I don't
inks?
remember. I think I was like, how do you make stuff do that? And I was like, oh, alcohol inks do that. And so then I started using alcohol inks.
And you're really good at it.
It doesn't take a lot of skill.
They look like space. That one looks like space. This one's gonna match. It's really cool because across the spectrum of the greens, I think it's definitely gonna fit really well. This is what cookies are supposed to taste like. Wholesome coffee. It's maybe a pun. I don't know. I think it's a pun. That was tasty. We got some good work done. Then we're headed to lunch. Past the X-Wings. That was well worth it. And on to Mexican food. Finally. Was it open? Is the restaurant open? Awesome. She checked ahead of time because that's wise lessons learned from the mistakes that I make way too often in life. I'm excited. I'm also really hungry. So also not jet laggy. I don't feel like at all. Just a little bit foggy, but that's gonna happen. It's just, I think, fatigue or something. I don't know. I'm excited. One more thing. I just posted on Patreon, but I'm working really hard on my time management skills. I've been meeting with, I met once with Mary, who's one of my patrons, to go over like scheduling, trying to block time out, figure out what actually works for me. And one of the things that I have never really done before is time myself on how long it takes to respond to comments. And as you may know, I try to respond to every comment, unless it's, trollish or flat out disrespectful or whatever, negative, then I might let those slide because I don't want to interact with that. But it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get through my comments this morning, and that is getting to be untenable. It's a little bit too much. So if you're a patron of mine, I made a post on Patreon today asking if you could link your YouTube and Patreon accounts so that I can see your comments highlighted on YouTube, and then that way I can make an effort to scan through, find all the patrons who commented first, and I'm gonna try and reduce the amount of time that I spend on comments to about 30 minutes every day. And of course, if I'm sitting around and I don't have anything to do while I'm waiting for an airplane or something, I can open it up and get deeper into them. But definitely trying to cut back on that a little bit so I can focus my time on other projects and, manage it more effectively. Life goals. Hashtag. Post. Anyways, I'm hungry. Let's go find food. Delicious. And right as I start to enjoy it, shove a tortilla chip right through the roof of my mouth. Mmm. We're headed down to the Seaport Village finally. The nachos were very, very tasty, but also brutalized my mouth. That was mostly my fault because I had forgotten how to eat tortilla chips, but very, very good. I don't know, I was happy. How was yours?
It was very good.
She had too many onions on hers. I feel like there was an onion crisis.
It's all right. It's how life goes.
And that is how life goes. Good attitude to have. So anyways, we're gonna walk to the Seaport Village down along with next to a bunch of there's a Soviet sub. There's all kinds of things over here and a pirate ship. What? San Diego is a magical place.
Getting married Wednesday. Weddings are only $500.
Oh my God. This is something that I miss about America is easily accessible public toilets. There's just so much space for everything around here. It's not the case back in the France. Something making really loud noises over there. We have to wait for a second. All right, now what I didn't explain is that we're heading down to Seaport Village because that's what my patrons voted on. Had a number of options for their monument poll this month as to where I would go while I was in San Diego, and that is what they chose. It was a very close race. We're gonna walk by the Midway here in a second. There's an aircraft carrier museum that I would like to see someday, and I feel like I don't wanna do too many things all at once, so we might have to save that for another trip to San Diego because we know we'll be back. There goes Vibration McGee over here again. Anyways, we'll walk down here, check that out, and we're just having a good time, hanging out, catching up, talking. They've lived here for about the last 4 months, settling in pretty well, really enjoying their time here, and I'm really, really happy that they're down here in San Diego because it's a great city, and I think it's a better spot for them as well. So anyways, keep walking down there, check out Seaport Village, and then see what happens from there. But the sun is also setting much earlier these days, so see how much time we actually really have to film. And whatever that vibration machine thing is, let's hopefully leave that behind here in a second. She's a keeper. You can't have her, she's mine. Seaport Village, it's chill. It's smaller, much smaller than I expected. We went and grabbed a beer at one of the spots down here on the waterfront. I didn't film it all because we were in the middle of it, like a good conversation and everything to film, so, you know, familial priorities. I'm gonna go meet my buddy Cody, who's actually one of my business partners from Boomerang, who I've never met in person, even though I've known him for a few years now. So I'm gonna go meet him for a minute, hang out in the park, and then we'll eventually recollect Kevin, the missing brother-in-law, and figure out what we're gonna do from there. And that will be glorious. Anything to add?
I have a callus on my foot.
That's, wait, a callus or a blister?
Both.
Okay, I was gonna say callus is good, blister not so good. That's where, so USD is where, I guess I'll say that on camera. When I lived in San Diego for a summer, that campus up there, USD's campus on top of that hill over there, is where I lived. And then over there at SeaWorld is where I worked. And I hated it. And that's my whole story. Don't work at SeaWorld. Not a good idea. Hi, SeaWorld. All right, Karen's got to go take care of the dogs for a minute, so she dropped me off here at the park. Cody's family's here somewhere. He's on his way, so I'm just gonna sit on one of these benches over here and just chill while I wait for him. The weather is perfect. Why not hang out outside for a little bit and, I don't know, watch some baseball? These guys are just practicing or something. I would fly my drone, but we're very close to the airport and the military base, so that's not gonna happen. Hang out with Cody for a minute, should be great, and then Kevin will be off work, and then I'll go back to hanging out with my family. And that'll be it for the day. It's just kind of nice, chilling out. And update on the jet lag. I feel a little bit fatigued, but still not really. I don't feel terribly jet lagged. A little hazy, just a little hazy, but I think overall just kind of more, you know, general fatigue, which makes sense after a long, 30-some hour travel day. It's the way it goes. All right, moving on. Yeah, not at all. This is Cody. This is who I came to see.
I'm Cody.
He's okay being on. We were talking about, I was talking with my sister earlier about how like the friend that I went and visited in Berlin, her husband absolutely does not want to be on camera. So I was like basically just hanging out with this woman and an off-screen man all the time. So there are men in my life, and they are amazing people as well. We couldn't really think of what we actually wanted to eat, so we're going to a food hall, which theoretically should have everything we could ever want to eat. And that sounds good because I'm really hungry. And now I'm starting to feel the jet lag a little bit because my body thinks I should be asleep. Food will get us past that. Really good. I got the prime rib sandwich with pickled onions and some sort of magical garlicky pesto-y sort of sauce. What was it called? Chimichurri sauce on a delicious bread. This is really, really good. That was a tasty dinner. It was really, really good. It is now 8:30 p.m. I am definitely feeling the jet lag right now. I want to be in bed, but I need to edit my vlog and go to sleep because tomorrow morning I'm actually going to be going on the radio with my buddy Rick, who you have seen on the vlog a year ago. His lovely wife Vanessa, will have lunch with them and the champagnes shortly afterwards. But I'm going to be going on his show tomorrow, which is really exciting. So I got to get my vlog edited, get to sleep, because I got to go on the radio bright and early first thing in the morning. And I will share that whole experience with you, I think. I'm pretty sure I'll be allowed to film while we're in there, and it'll be glorious. I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. I'm having a great time here in San Diego, and I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever it is you are as well. Good night.